Oh, hey, long time no see. Yeah, it's been quite a while. Uh, yeah, that's when life happens. You seem to forget what you used to do before and like to do before. It's not that I really wanted to not do videos, but yeah, I haven't really felt it. Yeah, it's been like really shitty, like 3-4 years now. The worst in my life. But I see an opening now. At least, I see a bit of light in the horizon. So yeah, I kind of feel I want to make a video, and that's a good step. That's a good step, Raz. So yeah, why not do a pickup video? It's been a year or 11 months maybe, or something like that, since I made a pickup video. So yeah, there are some games here and some other stuff that I want to get through so I can put it in the shelves. Yeah, they actually been in the pile for years, some of them. Not many though, but I haven't really bought. Yeah, I bought one game recently and some other stuff pretty recently, but most of this stuff is at least 6 months back, or even more. So yeah, let's start with the maybe the less really exciting stuff, and then we end up with the more exciting stuff. At least that's what I think anyway. At the end, yeah, it's a lot of different systems here. It's mostly just Nintendo systems, but it's actually PlayStation as well. So hold your horses, and yeah, let's begin. Yeah, maybe I should talk about a bit why I've been gone for so long, but yeah, nobody really wants to listen to that. This is YouTube and and my channel. So yeah, anywho, it's great to be back doing a video, and yeah, let's leave it at that, and let's carry on with the video, the pickup video. So first we're gonna start with the less interesting games, and I think these weren't in the last pickup videos. Nothing interesting really. It's a couple of Wii games. I owned this before. This is Death Junior. What's it called? Death Junior Route to Evil. That's another thing when you get older. The sight, my eyesight, when reading, have something close. I cannot do that anymore. I need reading glasses nowadays. It's horrible. I got them here, so look not really nice looking glasses, so I'm not going to put them on. But yeah, I got that. And why I got this one is probably because it was like £1. Disney Infinity 2.0. Found that in the store or something, I can't remember. And this is something I always wanted, but I never owned. And one of these, boards, Wii Fit boards. Can somebody tell me if there was a Wii Fit Plus board and a Wii Fit board? Because this one, is a Wii Fit Plus thingy bob, but is that just the game that is the Wii Fit Plus, or is there actually differences between the Wii Fit board and the Wii Fit Plus board, like it was with the Motion Plus on the Wii Motion Plus controllers that they made for a couple of games that needed that. Jesus Christ, a lot of stuff on the bed here. Yeah, whatever, we get to that. So yeah, it was the Wii Fit Plus one I wanted to try out. Maybe not just for the fit game really. I want to try the snowboard games. I think there's like 10-15 games that's compatible with the board. So I always wanted to try that, and now they are cheap as chips. I bought this for like what was it, like 9 euros maybe. That's about 7-8 pounds. So yeah, that was good. I got this one. I kind of thought this was one of the games you could play with that, but you can't. Not at least when you look on the back of it. But I already own this game, so I don't know why I bought it. This one is going in a get rid of pile. And I think I have this one as well. So I'm showing you games now that I already have. So very interesting video this. That's a good start. There's going to be more interesting stuff later on, I can promise you that. Especially if you like, you know, really like cool Zelda stuff. Yeah. There's some bangers like I bought this year that I always wanted, and yeah, I'm going to tell you more when I get to it. But Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, good game though. I think I have this one. And then I got this one, Red Steel 2. But I think this is exclusive pre-order pack. Yeah, that comes in this hard like box with the game inside and some other I don't know, guidebook or something. Yeah, I don't know. This is what the guy had in the auction, and it's like in mint condition. There's nothing wrong with it. I know there's a big box of this one as well, but it's more like a white one with not as tough cardboard as this one. But he also sent me other stuff that wasn't in the auction. So I'm wondering if this actually came in a bigger box, or the store he bought it from gave him this as well. So it's a Wii Motion Plus thingy-bob that you need for that game, and it's also Red Steel shotgun shell or something like that, with Red Steel on it. They didn't have that in the auction, so that just came with the thing, and I got this really cheap, so nobody really bet on it. So yeah, that was good. That was the Wii, and some Wii U stuff there. And then I found this this guy that was selling a lot of DS games in the bundle, but they were all American, and I collect American DS games, as I do with GameCube as well, because DS, it's because of the cases and the spines are so much nicer than the PAL European stuff, and it's pretty easy to find American DS games in Europe, and especially in Sweden, I think, because it's a system that is not region locked at all, so it doesn't really matter. So some of these games maybe are like, if I want to swap cases, I have a bad case, you know, a game that I really like, and because I got them all very cheap. Some of them I'm going to keep though, like keep because of that, you know, typical game. But some are more like just a placeholder for a swap or something like that. I'm not sure the first one here though is part of that set that I bought, but I'm showing it anyway. Speed Racer, which kind of is a cartoon, I think, as well, and a pretty good game that I played on the Wii. Could it be that? I'm becoming like what's he called? Jesus Christ, I forgot his name. I will, if it comes back to me, I'm going to tell a funny story. Anywho, Generation Rex, I think I played this on the Wii as well, if I remember right. This might be a placeholder, might not be. This is definitely a placeholder. Monster High, Skulltimate Roll the Maze. Maybe this is an awesome game, who knows? They're all complete and very, very nice nick, and I got them really cheap. This one I don't know if I'm gonna keep, or this is a movie, right? But I don't know if it's a placeholder or a keeper. But it's Legends of the Guardians. I think that was a movie, right? So who knows? Maybe that's a fantastic game. This one I'm gonna keep. Hot Wheels. All their racing games is usually pretty good, and this is the Track Attack one. And this one I'm gonna keep because I think it's a different game than the Wii game, if I remember right, and that is Star Wars: The Complete Saga. And the most overrated character in the video game history of platformers, Sonic. I can't stand that blue guy, fucker. Oh, I don't understand why people praise this this game. You know, Sonic 1, 2 and 3. I've tried them so many times. No, there's so much better platformers out there than Sonic. But if I'm gonna buy a Sonic game, it's for the racing games. I really like that. But this was in that bundle, so I couldn't really do anything about it. Let's see if it's good like the other Sega All-Stars racing games. And this one I never played. I played the GameCube games of it, but Beautiful Joe Double Trouble. So that's pretty interesting. So this might be a keeper. And this is definitely a keeper. That's Namco Museum DS, with all those classic games on there, like you know, Pac-Man and Mappy and stuff like that. And so that one I'm keeping. Then we got some GameCube games. But first, there's gonna be a jump cut soon, because this damn camera only records 16 minutes and some seconds, I think. But before that, we got a Nintendo 64 game, and I haven't bought anything Nintendo 64 for a long time, but it was so cheap. I think it was like 50 Swedish crowns for this one, and that's like you know, €4 or 4.5 euros or like £4. And that is I never played this game, and it's a Rare game from, you know, the company Rare, and that is Jet Force Gemini. And why it was cheap is probably because it's an American one, but I have a Japanese Nintendo 64 that is RGB modded, that of course plays American games as well. It's an easy fix to do that. So yeah, it was only you know, 50 Swedish crowns. So yeah, never played it, so always wanted to try that one, so I was happy to get that. Then we got some GameCube games, nothing special here. It's not super easy to find you know, American GameCube games here in Sweden. But when I do, and you know, with a good price, you know, I snag them up if they're, you know, in good condition and complete. And if I'm interested in them. The first one is, I think there are 3 Lord of the Rings games on the GameCube, and this is the Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. So I need to get the other 2. Yeah, I really always wanted to try out this action adventure game on the Cube. The same with the Harry Potter games on the Cube as well. I want all of them as well. So this is the first one. The Chamber of Secrets. But this came out in a much worse way on the PlayStation 1, and all the memes is from there. This one looks definitely much better than the PlayStation 1 game. Definitely want to try this one out. I think I played it though back in the days, if I remember right. And another series that I want to get all the games for is the James Bond games on the Cube. So I got GoldenEye, Rogue Agent, really cheap. So yeah, and they're all, you know, very nicely complete. And this was double disc. I didn't know that. That's cool. So yeah, as you see, you know, I haven't, you know, I probably bought this like 8 months ago, and it's just been in a pile ready to be in a pickup video. So it's gonna be jump cut soon. And this one was so cheap. It was only like, yeah, like 50 Swedish as well, around 4 or 5 euros, pounds. And yeah, could be like a replacement case for a double disc GameCube game. But I love this game. I can have this game in so many. I can have, you know, a lot of these games. I can't speak English suddenly. I mean, if I got one of the games on GameCube, I might as well have two. I don't care if I have a double of it. You know, Resident Evil 4 was so cheap, and yeah, the American one. And it's always nice to have a double disc case if, you know, I really need it for a game that the case is really destroyed. That's why I bought it, really, but I don't care. I have another one. Don't care. So this is definitely a case that needs replacement. I don't know if you had this problem, but sometimes, you know, the plastic goes like bubbly. Not because there's been water damage on the paper or anything, but it's just the plastic that goes like, I don't know if it's been like, been close to like heat source or something like that. But yeah, I definitely wanted this one. This is Pac-Man World 2. I think there's Pac-Man World 3 as well. And I think there's a Pac-Man, the first one as well, like with another game, Pac-Man game, but it's one of those with the classic. Yeah, there was a jump cut there, and I forgot about it. But I think we were talking about Pac-Man World 2, and yeah, I need to swap this case. I had a few games that I bought to be like. Replacement case, but I think I used all of them now, so but I will find one of these days. So that was the GameCube. There will be more GameCube, but that's when we come to the Zelda stuff. So now we go in for, yeah, we can go for this one. Nobody remembers, but I of course remember because I bought it. I bought a 60 gig PlayStation 3 maybe 1.5 years ago, something like that. Because there are some games, you know, I got rid of all my PlayStation stuff, you know, 1, 2 and 3. And you know, after a couple of years I was thinking, oh, there's some games I really miss, and I bought a lot of them back. There's only like maybe 20-25 games I want for the PlayStation 3. Or maybe 10 for the PlayStation 2, and there's some on the PlayStation 1 I just want for, you know, displaying purposes and memories, but that's only like 5 maybe. And when this guy on Facebook wanted to sell this game for like almost like nothing, with 2 other games, I'm like, this is why I bought the console. I bought the PS2 just for this game, and I played through the game, and then I sold the console and the game right after when I finished. I mean, I bought back the PlayStation 2 maybe 6 months later, and you know, I probably have had 5 PlayStation 2s over the years, but this was the main reason why I bought a PlayStation 2 first time, and that was to play Final Fantasy X. So I really wanted this for like the memories. I really love this game. A fantastic game, and for me the last Final Fantasy that I really liked. I mean, when I you know, I bought 12 and played it, but yeah, the Final Fantasy for me was gone, and it was all going the action route, action, you know, combat route that I don't like. When I play RPGs, JRPGs, I wanted, you know, turn-based, and yeah, this was, for me at least, it was the last Final Fantasy game, so I wanted it. And it also sold, you know, basically nothing. I got this one as well, and believe it or not, I never played X2, you know, 10-2, never did, because I sold that. Because when I sold that and the console, I didn't know that this was coming out. I don't think so anyway. So it's weird that I never played this, but I got them so cheap. So yeah, they're definitely going to be, this is definitely going to be my collection, you know, because of memories, and you know, I want to have some games, you know, because of memories and be, you know, nostalgic. Not too many, but this is definitely one. And it had this one as well. I'm gonna sell this. I don't know why I bought it, but it had it pretty cheap as well. And this one fetches a little bit of money. It's much more expensive on the original Xbox, but I remember back then I really wanted to play this one, but I never did. And that is Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. But it's probably a really good game, but no, I'm not going to play it. So I'm probably going to sell this one, you know. And I can probably get some money for it, at least like £10 or something like that. So yeah. And we have a PlayStation 3 game as well, or actually 3 PlayStation 3 games from a series that I really like. And correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the only way to get all 3 of them, the trilogy, with the normal case version. I don't know, I think so. And that is Mass Effect trilogy in this big box. And you get Mass Effect 1, 2 and 3, and yeah, I really like this Space Odyssey RPG, action RPG. It's so good, such a good story, and amazing, and I'm really looking forward to getting into, what's his name again? Oh my god, I forgot his name. I even have that song that somebody made about him on my playlist on Spotify. Doesn't matter. Good Bioware games. So I got that, and we are getting into the nitty gritty of the video. We're getting into the Switch stuff and Zelda stuff, and we start with Switch. Let's see here. So this is the game that I always wanted since it came out, because a lot of people say it's the Ubisoft Breath of the Wild, but you know, a cheap Breath of the Wild. And a lot of people say it's really good. And I mean, I heard there's some glitches and stuff in it, but I think they fixed that now, so you probably need to download some DLC. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. And that's Immortals, Phoenix Rising. So I always want to try that out. And usually with the you know, Ubisoft games, it's not an expensive game. Ubisoft games never really hold their value. It's weird that they never do. And this one I don't remember why I bought and who got me to buy this one, but it's probably a video, somebody saying, you know, this is a fantastic platformer, but who knows? Soldiers, yeah, but it's like soldiers, still in plastic. Don't know who told me to buy this game, because when it comes to Switch, I really look up the games I really want, and I don't really pick up everything like I did in the beginning when Switch came out. I probably sold more Switch games that I have than Switch games I have in my collection, to be honest. I mean, over the years now, I probably owned about 220-30 Switch games. But I think my collection now is only like 100 Switch games. So I've sold a lot, because in the beginning I was mental, as usual, when it comes to Nintendo stuff for me. But yeah, I definitely calmed down. And yeah, this is the platform I always wanted to try as well. And it's a limited run, but it's one of those games you could buy like on the side from limited run, so it's not limited at all. But and it's a bit cheaper than you know, usual limited run games, and that's IO the Clown. So this one I looked up, and I really wanted to try it out, so I got that. And I think limited run is going to start European store soon. That's at least what I heard. because it's owned by, you know, Europeans now, Limited Run, actually by Swedes. So I really hope they open that online store somewhere here in Sweden, and maybe they will have a, you know, a physical store as well, so I can go there. Because believe it or not, I'm one of those that really likes Limited Run and Strictly Limited and the other ones. But yeah, of course there's some things about those companies that irritate me as well. But yeah, if we wouldn't have these companies, there's a lot of games that wouldn't be physical. You know, let's be honest here. And this one is one of those as well, from Strictly Limited. And I don't know if I'm going to keep this one. This is one of those game compilations from a game series that I really have a lot of good memories with. This is one of, you know, the first platformers I played a lot on the Commodore 64, and that is Wonder Boy. So this is the Wonder Boy collection from all the way down from 1986 up to 1994, and you know, it's a lot of memories with all these games. I think I played at least like 80%, 70% of all these games, but do they really hold up now? Do I really need this one? This is not really nostalgic because I didn't have, you know, the Switch, so I might sell this one, to be honest. I mean, I loved Wonder Boy back in the days, but I mean, if I want to play Wonder Boy, I buy Monster Boy on the Switch, which is one of the best platformers, Metroidvanias I played in my life ever. You know, modern retro. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube doing videos, their favorite modern retro games, and that's what I'm actually collecting. What I'm playing the most, like 90%, 95% what I play is modern retro, because I love what I grew up with, but I want it in a more modern way. So the Switch for me is, you know, the most amazing console ever. Absolutely love it. And but yeah, I might sell this one, who knows. And then we're gonna get a game that I really wanted, but I had to wait a month to next paycheck to get it, and then the normal version sold out, and it's from Red Dot Games, but it had the collector's edition, and it wasn't much more expensive, and that is Arietta of Spirits, which is definitely looks like a game up my alley. So it came in this like Super Nintendo kind of box, some stuff in there, and then this really cool steel book. And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to trying this one out. Maybe this will be on my list of modern retro, because I really want to do that video that Retro Ghetto did, and Baja Gaming, which is still the silliest fucking YouTube name ever. Ross, for fuck's sake. And who made somebody else did it as well. Oh, it doesn't matter. So this is another game that I wanted as well, that I didn't know that was coming out on the Switch back when it came out. I was really happy that it did. And this was only on PlayStation, I think, when it came out. And it became Game of the Year, and it's by the Swedish guy Fares Fares. No, it's by Josef Fares. No, Josef. It's two brothers, two Swedish brothers. One is an actor. He's been in a lot of big stuff, and the other son is a director. But now he makes, video games. You've probably seen him on the video Game of the Year show on YouTube. What's it called, that show? Game of the Year? No. The Video Game Awards. He's been on there a lot of times, cursing a lot, being very him. But he made this game, and he won the Game of the Year last year. And that is It Takes Two. So yeah, I really want to try this one, but then you need to actually have a friend. You can only play this game 2 players. But yeah, I find some nephew to play that with me, I hope. It's gonna be a jump cut soon again. By the way, the best thing that happened to me this year, because in the beginning I was talking that everything's been shit for the last 4 years. One of the best things anyway, is my football team is back in the first division here in Sweden, and I got, I've been going and watching guys that are called football team for many years, but in the last 4 or 5 years, that it's gone down for me. The love, not love, but the urge to be on every game and even go to away games. Take the bus, take the train, and go far away and to watch away games. But I got the passion back this year, and so they were in 3rd division last year. So we went up last year to the 2nd division, and we just went through the 2nd division, boom, up to the 1st division, just in 2 years. I mean, I think it's only 1 or 2 teams ever who've done that in Swedish in the Swedish leagues ever, to go through 2 leagues in 2 years. That's amazing. So we're back in the Allsvenskan, which is the 1st division in Sweden, and I'm looking forward to March when it starts, because Sweden is one of the few countries in Europe that has our seasons from March to October, due to it's colder here as well, and even if you play up north anyway. We could probably play in the winter as well, but we always played in the summer, so I don't know. Yeah, Allsvenskan has been around. It's turning 100 years next year, so it's a 100-year celebration for that, and we are fucking back. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to next season. It's gonna be awesome. And I don't know why I told you guys about that, but it's a good memory, and it had to be told. Yeah, let's keep on with the Switch stuff, but it's gonna be jump cut in some seconds now, so I'm just gonna turn it off and turn it on. So the last Switch stuff here, we got Blossom Tales 2. Definitely looking forward to this. I played the first one and I absolutely loved it. It's like a Zelda clone, top down view game. They copy paste a lot of Zelda stuff, but I don't care. I love those kind of games, and the first game is so good. And it's definitely one of those games that's gonna show up on the modern retro list. And this will probably show up there as well, but I haven't played it yet. But oh my god, I've been waiting for this game to come out on the Switch since the first time I saw a trailer on YouTube and people started to talk about it, how amazing it is. And I can't believe I haven't played it yet, and that is Tunic. On Tunic you get a little bigger box as well, some leaflet in there. But I'm looking forward to this. Oh my god, I'm looking forward to this so much. But I haven't really played a lot of Switch in the last 6-8 months, and I'm gonna tell you why in a moment or two, and it's not a happy story. But I've been playing much more Wii and Wii U games. I have a lot of backlog on those 2 systems as well, so I've been playing a lot of that. But I haven't played in the Switch because the thing happened to me. I'm going to tell you pretty soon, so just wait. So this is the last game I bought this year, and it's just a couple of days ago, and I haven't played it yet. I think I bought it like 3-4 days ago, and it's definitely something I want to play, and that is Super Mario Wonder. Of course I'm going to play this one, and I probably will love it. And I don't know why I haven't started yet, but like I said, something happened to me with the Switch like 6-8 months ago, and it's, oh my god, it messed me up totally. And that is Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Fantastic game. Of course it's a fantastic game, absolutely amazing. Is it as good as Breath of the Wild? Yeah, it is. Probably even better, but the similarities and everything is kind of it was a bit daunting, you know, going to all the same places again, even though it's kind of different. But when after like 10 hours, I really, you know, got into it and really started loving it, and really got that urge for exploration again. And I think I played about 60-70 hours, and finished 2 bosses. Got 2 of, you know, I'm not going to spoil, and I was at the 3rd boss. I just didn't do the boss fight. I wanted to come back and do that later, and then I really realized that I wanted, you know, the Tears of the Kingdom Switch, OLED Switch. So I bought that, which is here. And but then I felt like, fucking hell, I don't need 2, you know, Switch OLEDs, because I bought the Splatoon 3 Switch OLED on launch, which I really loved and used. So I you know, I was thinking I'm gonna sell that, and I did. But before I did, I checked my old school Switch, and just check if my save to Tears of the Kingdom was on it, you know, but it wasn't, even though it should be because of the cloud. So I took the Splatoon 1 and transferred it over, you know, over the Wi-Fi to my old Switch, and I checked my old Switch that the save was there, and when it was there, and I freaking looked at it, and, you know, I factory resetted the Splatoon 3 Switch OLED, and saw that on, and didn't really think about it anymore. And 2-3 days after that, I wanted to, you know, play Tears of the Kingdom again, because I was playing it almost every day, or if I was working a lot and was tired, maybe every 3rd day, every 4th day. So I'm like, shit, I need to go back now and do the 3rd boss, and I was so hyped, and there wasn't a save, and there wasn't a save anywhere. It was gone. So 60-70 hours of Tears of the Kingdom is just gone, and that means I have to redo everything again, which is just the more boring stuff, because every Zelda game is like not that fun in the first like 5-10 hours. I mean, it's fun, but it's after that, you know, the 10 hours, the 5 hours, when it's get really interesting. And so I kind of, you know, I just lost any interest of playing Switch, or playing at all. So for the first like 1-2 months after that, I didn't play anything. I was, you know, it really got me depressed as well. I was depressed before, and this really, you know, made it worse. So I didn't want to play anything Switch, or play anything. So that's why I've been more on the Wii U and the Wii. But I'm not going to play Tears of the Kingdom now for maybe 1 year, 2 years, because I really want to forget everything before I you know, start it over again. So yeah, I haven't finished this game, and I haven't really. Maybe I, you know, done like 10% of it or something like that, 20%. So yeah, it's really good game. They haven't hit me as hard as Breath of the Wild, because Breath of the Wild, there was something new. I mean, there's a lot. This is way bigger because of, you know, the underground stuff and the, you know, up in the sky stuff. So it's much bigger, but yeah, I definitely want Zelda to take another turn next time, maybe go back to how it's supposed to be. And this time the video ended because there was not enough space on the memory card. But I think we were talking about Tears of the Kingdom, and yeah, of course, when it comes to Tears of the Kingdom and Zelda, I got the collector's edition as well. So yeah, that's enough about the tragedy about Tears of the Kingdom for me. let's head into the Zelda stuff. That's everything we've got left, isn't it? So yeah, we can start with this one. This is I owned this before, but in the PAL regions. But I always wanted, so I sold my PAL copy and always wanted the American one. But it's a bit more expensive and it's not as easy to find the American one. I finally did for an okay price, but this is definitely not a cheap Zelda game. And that is Zelda Spirit Tracks on the DS, but the American version, which has a fantastic cover art, so much better than PAL one. So happy to get that finally. And then I found this guy on a Facebook group that had a huge Zelda collection. No, we're gonna, before we do the Zelda stuff, I got some amiibos, a lot of amiibos. I bought like a job lot, not a job lot, but I bought a bundle of amiibos, and I knew I only wanted 4 of them, but I bought 10, and then I sold them individually, and I kept 4. And for these 4, after I sold the other ones, I paid about, you know, I think it was like £30, something like that, 35 euros. So I was pretty happy about that. And the 4 that I kept was Ridley from Metroid Prime. Fantastic amiibo. So happy with that one. Weird I didn't have that one before. And then we got Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. When it comes to me and collecting, I collect them because they are in the game that I like, or they are a character I like. I don't care if this, you know, it's in the Smash series. I bought him because he's Cloud. It is part of Final Fantasy VII. And Final Fantasy VII is part of my gaming history. So that's Cloud. I think that's the second Cloud that came out, called Play 1 or Play 2. And then I got Dark Wolf, is he called, right? I think. And then the last one, that is probably the best one out of the bunch when it comes to at least prices, that is Bowser Jr. And I think it, get it focus? There you go. He's probably the most expensive one if I wanted to buy him, you know, by himself. So yeah, 4 more. Fantastic. But I got a few more as well. There was this guy selling these 2 for like £15, like 18 euros. And I'm just going to keep one and sell the other one. And I'm probably going to get 18 euros for this Link from, what is it? Twilight Princess, is it? I think so. This guy was off. But I'm gonna sell him. I already have him. I already have this one as well. But this is my favorite champion from Breath of the Wild. You know, Daruk. And I got the 4-pack that I haven't opened. So I wanted him by himself. So I'm gonna keep this one and sell the other one, and probably get all the money I paid for these 2 back. Come on, focus, please. He's so cool. Come on. Don't understand this camera sometimes. I really don't. Yeah, anyway, Daruk, happy to get him. And I got from Tears of the Kingdom as well, Link. There's a couple of more Zelda ones that's come out, you know, the Ganondorf and the Zelda one I'm gonna get. And this is one I've been wanting for, you know, longest of time. This is the Donkey Kong one. So I have both of them now. This is from the Super Mario line, the red base. So yeah, Zelda. Yeah, I found this guy on the Facebook group that he had a huge Zelda collection with some, you know, more interesting stuff that I didn't have. So I bought a lot of stuff from him. Maybe 10 months ago, and the first one is the Zelda treasure box for what's that called? You know, Hyrule Warriors style of game that came out that I don't really like, but it's Zelda, so this is the collector's edition of that, and that's for the Wii U, the Japanese one. And this one is opened, and everything is in there, and it's a very nice nick. So I like this kind of. It's not very Japanese to do these kind of not much color and in black and white, but I really like it. But the 3DS version treasure box is even cooler, and this one is still sealed, so very nice nick as well. And look at that artwork, it's fantastic. So yeah, very cool. And in the Wii U one was this. The only thing I'm gonna take out of the box, or you know, the collector's box, is, you know, this Zelda treasure chest. And there's batteries in here, and I could probably take that plastic thing off, and it will probably have, you know, the chest sound that is so common. And the battery is now dying on the camera, which is absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna stop it here, you know, fix the batteries, and come back again, like for the 5th time. I'm sorry about this. It's been a year, mate. What do you expect? So I'm not sure exactly where I stopped the last video, but it was somewhere in there with Zelda. So yeah, this guy that I found, I bought more games from him. I bought the 2 collector's edition, you know, the Hyrule Warriors ones, and now we're coming up to the last 3 things in this video. I think I'm just looking around this, I don't miss anything. I just want to say one thing before we swap the cap. It's not been 10 seconds since I turned off. Yeah, while I was you know, getting my battery charged for the camera, I'm re-watching. You know, I'm a huge Trekkie. I love Star Trek, especially the TV series. I love them. I'm not going to tell you how many times I watched each TV series, but way too many times to be you know, a sane thing. But I haven't really seen, you know, really good Trek series since you know, since Enterprise until now. And this is the 2nd time I'm watching Star Trek Strange New Worlds, and I'm on the last episode now of the 2nd season. But I just want to say, you know, if you like Star Trek, you know, The Next Generation, Deep Space Nine. I'm not huge into the original series. I know you can't be a Trekkie and not be overly fussed about that. Yeah, you can. I like it, of course. I know it laid the ground for Star Trek. I understand that, but for me, Star Trek started with The Next Generation. You know, sue me. But if you really like, you know, Voyager and Enterprise and Next Generation and Deep Space Nine, which is my favorite, DS9, you gotta love Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Even though that it's connected to the, you know, the Captain Kirk era, it's absolutely fantastic. So good. And it's, yeah, wow, they did it. I mean, I haven't watched the 3rd season of Picard yet. I heard that's really good, but the first 2 seasons was like so bad that I haven't watched the 3rd one yet, but I will watch that. I heard that is really good, and they, you know, they started listening to people. And I mean, what's the other one called? Star Trek Discovery. It's not that bad. It isn't. It's totally okay. Haven't watched the last season yet there either, because I don't have a streaming service for that one anymore. But yeah, if you like Star Trek, watch Strange New Worlds. Back to the picker video. Yeah, last three games for this guy. First one is you know, the Amiibo Collector's Edition for Zelda Twilight Princess, the American one, and I have the PAL one, and the Australian one. The Australian one it's the same size as this one, but different art on the front. It looks a bit different. So this guy had this American one for a really cheap price, and it was sealed, but it was really squished in and looked really bad, you know, the front. But it was only like 35 pounds maybe, like 40 euros. And I'm like, that's a really good price for this, the American one, and in the seal. But do I want to keep it sealed because it was all squished in? So the thing I did, I bought it and I opened it, and I've now ironed the box, you know, Tutti style. It looks way better. I mean, the game is still sealed. Got it in protective case here, and yeah, it looks fantastic. And I don't know how many different versions of this game I got now, but yeah, I love this game. I really want to replay it, you know, the HD version, but I'm still waiting there, you know, for come out to the Switch before I play it on the Wii U, because I haven't played the HD version of this game yet. The last two, this is something like a version of the game, or yeah, whatever you want to call it, that I always wanted. It's a sleeve, you know, for a Zelda game that I always wanted, that came out in I think it only came out in the UK when you pre-ordered the game from some game store. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's Zelda Wind Waker, the sleeve. That is absolutely amazing. I mean, it wasn't super expensive, but it wouldn't just sell me the sleeve, so I had to buy the game as well. And if you're a Zelda collector, you know that this is the game, Wind Waker, that is most, you know, different versions out there if you want to get them all. I think it's like so many. I think I have now about 8 different ones of Wind Waker now, and there's a lot more. And I have another one here that is pretty uncommon, and this is the most expensive game I bought from this guy. And yeah, I'd never seen this in Sweden before. I don't think it was, you know, it's another version that is more expensive though. The most expensive version is the Metroid Wind Waker double, you know, combo game. It's more rare. I really want to get that. I think it's Metroid and Zelda, or is it nothing? No, it's Metroid and Zelda. But the American one with Ocarina of Time. I mean, I have the European one. The European one is not that super expensive, but the American one is so much more expensive, and it's in very nice nick. And I got it in, you know, an acrylic case, because I'm really happy to get this one. Yeah, I had to pay up for this one. I don't remember how much though, but yeah, it was a bit more than I wanted maybe, but yeah, it was a good price though. This guy was really nice. He even sent me some free stuff because he, you know, I bought like 5-6 games from him, and he wanted his Zelda stuff to end up in a nice Zelda home, and so he gave me this collectible badge pack. You know, that's nice, but the best thing again is the you know, the Switch pouch for your Switch that actually came in the Master Edition in the US. And yeah, I was really happy that he gave me this one, because I didn't know you could just buy this one by itself. And it's in yeah, I'm not going to keep it in the bag, of course, so that way. Yeah, this is very cool. So yeah, very nice, you know, pouch for your Switch, with a you know, a bag with, you know, looks like a Sheikah Slate from Breath of the Wild. So yeah, thank you mate if you're watching. I gave you my channel name, and I told him I'm gonna make a pickup video of all the stuff I bought from him, but yeah, that was like 10 months ago, so I'm sorry about that, guy. Yeah, but yeah, that's everything. This was a very long pickup video. I didn't think that I had bought that much, but it's been a year, mate. It's been a year, and I'm not really, I don't feel very natural doing this video, I have to say, and but I'm happy to be back, and I want to do some more videos, and I want to show you someday my Zelda collection and just go over it. I never done that. It's weird. I mean, I remember I did, you know, my Final Fantasy collection. I probably did a couple of videos about that, but I never did the Zelda one. I don't have the Final Fantasy collection anymore, but we need to do the Zelda one of these days, and because it's getting big, I don't even have it in this room. It doesn't fit in here, so yeah, let's do that. Anywho, I'm happy to be back, and I hope you watch the video, and I hope you all be nice, and see you